Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. As an official gamer, as the Big C charity called me, I decided to talk about a game that I have a strong love-hate relationship with. GTA 5 Online. This game mode, when it first came out, back in 2013, was something I was genuinely excited for. But we are now nearly 8 years down the line from the original release, and we're getting another re-release of GTA 5 for the newer consoles, so that more people can play this game, and help Rockstar line their pockets. And best still, there are a lot of problems with this game, and I mean a lot. Hackers being able to join any lobby that they'd want to using your Rockstar ID, tryhards killing you over and over and over and over and over and over, shark cars being pushed in your face, literal gambling, and last but certainly not least, the shit in-game economy. But I digress. I could shit on Rockstar all day for their shortcomings in this game mode. But this isn't why I made this series. No. Instead, I decided I want to play through every mission, race, survival, adversary mode, versus, capture, deathmatch, parachuting, heist, and all the work for all the businesses, and rate them all out of 3 key factors: enjoyability, replayability, and payout. Now, just to preface a few things. Number 1, some games can be really fun and repeatable, but if their payout score is low, that will hamper the final rating. Number 2, not all game modes are accessible at low levels, so I'll have to level up my character to play some stuff. Don't worry though, I will try and keep the grinding aspects of the game off screen as much as possible. Furthermore, each category is out of 5, and then those scores are added together to make a score that is out of 15. Now, with those out of the way, I think we should look at the first thing you'll need to do when starting GTA 5 Online. So I got into the editor, and the first call was to see who my parents will be. For the mother, I could have Hannah, who looks like someone who is going to try and get me to join their MLM, like, come on Brenda, I don't give a shit about LuLaRoe. Nicole, she looks like she is done with our shit. Grace, the least used word when it comes to my content. Isabella, she is most certainly stoned, with that glazed eyes look. Zoe, fresh off the 3rd divorce and rocking that hair like no tomorrow. Elizabeth, not the queen, don't worry. Giselle, what a dyslexic person would write when they're talking about the animal. Olivia, where is the manager? Audrey, looks like the Wicked Witch of the West's sister. Ava, having what exactly? Oh, way hey. Brianna, would not trust her to cut my hair, though I don't trust many people to do that. Emma, named after my dog, who was named after our other dog, who was named Camilla, great name. Sophia, I'm not biased towards these names, I promise. Natalia, hiding something, but I don't want to know what. Charlotte, resting bitch face, Jesus Christ. Evelyn, off her bloody head as well. Would most likely get on with Isabella though. Violet, a Will and E relative right here. Misty, the only mist she sees is red. I'm gonna be killed. Amelia, like from a fairy tale. Jasmine, that face when I told my dad I was a streamer. Ashley, Mary Kate got lost. And back to Hannah again. And now it's time for the men. Adrian! Vincent will beat my ass in a fight. Anthony, doing his best Moon impression. Santiago, what a name. Craco T though. Michael, trying to be suave. Not really doing so well though. Daniel, middle-aged wanker. I mean banker. Claude. Claude? Diego, high as a kite. Nico! Hey Nico, it's your cousin, let's go shoot some bull. Angel, who ate all the pies? Who ate all the... Joshua, it's me, but not me. Alex, that hairstyle is quite something. Walked into the barber's and asked for the disaster, please. Andrew, rich, arrogant douchebag vibes coming from this guy. Juan, not to be confused with a horse stuck on a balcony. Ethan, hello, yes, Botox called, they want their supply back. Benjamin, that's just an angry James Franco. Lewis, serial killer. Not a serial killer, I mean serial killer. He really hates frosted flakes. John, dead. Kevin, call him. Isaac, this must be quite binding for him. Get it? Like, Bind of Isaac? The game? You can buy? on Steam. Gabriel. In another life, this would have been my name. I make it fact of the episode. Noah. God, I wonder what his favourite game is. Ark. Samuel. Earl. And lastly, Evan. Crackhead haircut. Yeah. Well, out of all the candidates, I went with Angry James Franco and Glazed Woman. I then gave some hair, freckles, and a hip new outfit to my grand character. Chizzy asked me for his stats, so I decided to keep things average. I made all of his attributes equal, and lastly, his name, which, after some hard thinking, I went with Evan, as he looks like an Evan. Sound logic if I do say so myself?
What that shit do, you big old pimp, you? I see you up in this motherfucker now, huh? That's what I'm talking about. Come here, holler at your boy. Man, it's good to finally meet you, man. After all that time on Life Invaders, man, we friends in real life now, huh? Look at you, dude. You, like, smaller than you look in your picture, but... Oh, fuck it, it don't matter. Hey, I heard you wasn't a big talker, right? But I said, you just probably need to get settled in, got that jet lag, you know? So I got a little gift for you. Welcome to Los Santos. Untraceable. You gotta love that. Who your partner is, pimp? Who your partner is?
We meet up with Lamar and he says, "Let's race!" Now, the choice of cars is shit, shit, more shit, my editing software, shit, gonna be shafted, Stan, electric shit, Tails, and lastly George Washington. Out of all the options, I chose the Surge as I thought it would be the least ugliest car in the bunch. Not an achievement, mind you. Now it's time for the first thing to give a rating to. More or Nothing is a point-to-point race, and a very simple one at that. Drive around the block and back towards parking lot. Beating Lamar is a secondary objective, and now I am going to end this whole race's career. Enjoyability, 1 out of 5. This race is one basic bitch, and even with nostalgia glasses on, this race is a big pile of crap. Replayability, 1 out of 5. Once you are done with this race, there is no reason really to go back, and there are much better races with more going on with them. Payout, 1 out of 5. You get paid $2,100 as a base, but I got $3,110 due to, I don't know. Honestly, with the payouts of some of the other missions you get at level 1 to 5, there is literally no point in going back. After that, we're told by Lamar to go break up a drug deal and steal the product for one of his friends, Gerald. Now, I'm not going to count this as a mission for 2 reasons. 1, the payout isn't what you would actually get if you were to play this later, and 2, the menu does not show up like if you were going to do a mission. Anyway, I get the drugs, give it to Jerry, and then we're put into a de facto free mode, where I get a message from Lester telling him to go and see him. I wondered what exactly this could entail, and unfortunately for me, it was all about the casino heist. But I can't do that yet, so instead I left the area and got told to go and do some clothes shopping. I got myself some cool glasses, and then Lamar gave me a call about blam blam and pointed at the fucking hell! Lamar wants me to go rob a store 5 miles away. Thanks, Lamar. Now I knew what had to be done. I had it all planned out. Go in, rob the store, get out, profit. Then lose the police, as they have the same brain cell count as someone from Ipswich.
Hello, my friend Lamar told me to call you.
Oh no, it's Simeon. Simeon is all about cars due to having his own car dealership, and he wants you to get them back. Usually it's the car that he sold literally 5 minutes ago, so you just go out, steal the car that he just sold, get it back to the lot, and sell it again. Hooray for illegal repossession! Hey! I was then followed by some bloke in a broken down car. He must have really liked me as he kept beeping his horn at me. Now I must tell you, one of my few goals in this game is to keep my starting car for the rest of the series. You motherfucker. He took the car and stored it in his garage. You have made an enemy of me, Mr. Sven Let's Dash, and trust me, I will have my revenge by the time that GTA 6 comes out, you cheeky little So I ran around and found another car as a backup for now until I can find or buy my car back. In fact, I wonder how much that car You have got to be shitting me. With that now out of my hands, I get a call from Gerald, who is trying to cheer me up, I guess, by asking me to participate in the last team standing match, which was brimming with people. 3 fucking people showed up. 3. Well, I guess it's time for me to get my reviewing hat on again. So the aim of this mode is pretty simple. Kill the enemy team and be the last team standing. Yep, it was so simple that I don't think I really needed to put this explanation bit here. Me and my teammate Ozzy start on the opposite side of the other team and have to run a fair distance to even get close to them. By the time that I had figured out to go the other way, Ozzy had killed one of them. Thankfully I had made it in time to kill the last guy and claim my first kill. But that was it. 1 round and you are done with this game. Oh, I guess it's time for the scores. Enjoyability, 2 out of 5. I think this one I'll revisit later, but for now, these are my thoughts. Most of the time I would spend wandering around trying to find out where the enemy were. Then, when I found them, my teammate had killed one of them, and the game was pretty much won by then. Unless I did a me and did something so boneheadedly stupid like run at him with a gun lacking ammo, it didn't really set the world on fire, let's just say, when it comes to the enjoyment factor of this mission. Replayability, 3 out of 5. Personally, with a small group of friends and multiple rounds, this could be fun. But alas, at this time I'm lacking friends to play this with, but I would do this again if this was a choice. Payout, 1 out of 5. $1,590 was the money that me and my partner made due to being the winners. Meanwhile Team 2 only got $670 in comparison, which makes this not really that great if you are wanting to grind this for money. And finally after that we are launched in the proper free mode. I can do whatever I want now. Right, putting all my money on Red 23, bitches. One thing about GTA 5 Online that you should most probably do is spin the wheel. Pretty much the wheel is something you could spin once per day for free and get either RP, clothing, money, chips which can be transferred into money, a discount from any shop of the game's choice, a mystery item, and lastly the Mega Bucks prize of a fancy new car. Now, some of the cars that have been on the wheel have varied to absolutely great, like the Deluxo, a motherfucking flying car, to the downright awful, like the Asbo, which is a Vauxhall Corsa in disguise. Oh boy, it's time for the first spin of this account. I wonder what I'm going to get. Okay, chips. Ain't half as bad, I guess. It could have been worse. It could have been some clothing. I decided to go and gamble some of the chips I'd won on the wheel. Now, there are 3 rules to follow when it comes to the Diamond Casino. Number 1. If you want an easy way of making in-game cash, stick near the roulette board and let it play out for a while. Most of the time, the board follows some form of a pattern. Number 2. Never, and I mean never, spend real-world cash on this. You can get a visitor bonus every time you enter. Heck, there's a collectathon mini-objective where you go and find some cards and you can get mad stacks from that. Number 3. Poker is awful, and blackjack will always fuck you over. Always. Now, with that out of the way, I put the biggest amount of chips you could whilst in the low-end area of the casino on red, and waited till the time in the bottom right ran out. Then it was time to see if I won. It was red 23. Why didn't I do the Game Grumps thing? Once I'd gone over the fact I didn't put all my money on red 23, I booted up another mission called Are We Nearly There Yet? Pretty simple. Go and collect a brigade from Sandy Shores for Simeon and deal with some rednecks. You know, the usual. I go over there, shoot the guys, get into the brigade. Now I just need to get out. Sorry. 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 Oh fuck, here comes backup. Sorry. 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 Ha! Later, losers! I get back to Simeon, drop off the vehicle, and mission complete. Enjoyability, 2 out of 5. I thought this was a bit fun. Looking back now, I should have moved the campers out of the way before getting in the brigade. But other than that, getting back to Simeon whilst not getting the brigade damaged too much and dealing with the rednecks was a piece of cake. With more people, I could see this being a fun mission, but by myself as I played it, not so much. Replayability, 3 out of 5. Quite simple is the name, making dosh is the game. As a mission to do over and over and over again, this would be alright, not great, not terrible, just okay. Payout, 3 out of 5. I put this on hard so payout does get increased by 1.5 times, and I made $18,000. Now, when it comes to missions, the payout varies on the time you take on the mission. But with those factors out of the way, the mission wasn't even that hard with the difficulty turned up. And the pay is good, so yeah. Next was Ballers to the Wall. Get it? Like balls? Lamar, a good friend, says that we need to steal a car and deliver it to Simeon. This is supposed to be the first job you do for Simeon, but, well, it's been over 7 years now, so what do you expect from Rockstar? So I jump in and get over to the hood and evaluate my options. I could try and get the car right away, but I might be shot. Or I could kill a lot of them, then steal the car with little to no... Well, that was easy. So I dealt with the ballers around the vehicle, stole it, which, lucky for me, wasn't trapped behind some RVs, and took it back to Simeon with no little damage, and got paid a nice tidy sum of dosh. Enjoyability, 2 out of 5. This mission was a bit boring. I mean, the ballers gave little fight when it came to stealing one of their members' cars, and didn't provide as much of a challenge. Replayability, 4 out of 5. But on the other hand, this mission is very quick, could be easy way to generate cash in the early game, as, well, you can't do heists or some of the bigger jobs like club or bunker jobs, as, well, I don't shit money to buy those things. Payout, 2 out of 5. Around 7,000 smackaroonies is all I got from this job, and really that isn't huge, but in the grand scheme of things, it really helps you out in the early game, as I mentioned earlier. After that, I got a call from Simeon who says that I am now forever in his debt.
You are now forever in my debt.
Forever is until the servers eventually get shut down when GTA 6 comes out in 20... With that phone call though, it means that I'm allowed to buy a property. How, you may ask? Oh, fucking no. Now, something to bear in mind for this series is that the version Epic gave out was the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack version of GTA 5, which includes a whole host of things like a bunker, a clubhouse, counterfeiting cash factory, apartment, office complex, and lastly a huge 10-car garage to keep all of your valuable vehicles like my shitty blue car. Now, to keep things fair, I wanted to know whether I should use this pack or if I should just try and ignore it and get by using the old-fashioned method of grinding for 2,000 hours. Let me know in the comments below, and whilst you're at it, why don't you drop a like if you're enjoying this video. It greatly helps the outreach of this series. For now though, I got the free apartment you get with the bundle, using that as a home base for the time being. Home is a sweet place when you get to know it. Shame this place is a shithole though, through and through. With that, I felt my character needed a rest from the missions and gunfights he had partaken in. Forget this, I want to do some more shit. I decided I needed a break from missions, so I chose to do some racing instead. Now, I thought I'd play something fun and exciting for the first race, and that led me to the stunt races. Big drop, to be more specific. Now, one thing you can do with races is play by yourself, but that is more boring than watching paint dry, so I waited for some people to show up and race against. Any second now. Sam 071100. Great name, might I add. You will be the first victim in the racing king that is known as Omega. Was fierce between the two of us, but only one could win. And that wasn't me. Yeah, so my own stupidity and arrogance cost me not only the race, but my heart. Not really, but it still hurts to lose due to my own stupid, arrogant self thinking I could reset when I hadn't hit the bloody marker, dumbass. Enjoyability 4 out of 5. Honestly, excluding my stupid mistake, I had a lot of fun racing in this map. If I had more people to race against, this would be a heck of a lot more competitive as well. Replayability 4 out of 5. This makes me want to find some friends, but that would involve talking to people, and let's be honest, people are like Rubik's Cubes. I fucking hate them. Payout 1 out of 5. Though, the dampener on this whole race was the payout. Around $5,600 for first, and only $3,900 for second. And that wasn't the greatest, but with races, the big thing about them isn't the money involved. It's the fun of going around the pre-made track and being the winner. Sam071100, you were a great opponent and rightfully the winner. But let this be known, I will have my revenge and I will beat you if that means I have to train for hours at a time just to be a winner. No, only joking. Honestly, I can't be asked to do all that training bollocks. With all the money I had acquired from my game time, I thought it'd be right to treat myself to something nice. You know what that means? Clothes shopping! Look, Ma, I look like a douchebag! Oh, what the fuck are you wearing, dumbass? Well, this seems like a good point to end the first episode in, hopefully, a brand new series of scripted content. But I bid thee farewell. Before I go, though, I've set up a crew for all my loyal subscribers to join. This is the place that will allow anybody to join me on any of my missions, races, or whatever the hell I'm doing in the game. And, well, you could be part of something cool. I hope this is cool at least. I really don't want to be unpopular again, like back in high school. I'm rambling, aren't I? I'd like to thank Tamago2474 for allowing me to use a format similar to his. He did a series called the Neopets Experience, and I took a lot of elements that he did from that into this series, and I asked him for permission via an email, and he fully gave the go-ahead for this, and I'd like to formally thank him for giving me the go-ahead, because it's nice to be acknowledged in that regard. Ignore my stuttering and poor word management. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next one, whenever that will be. Goodbye.